Good afternoon, /evening, /morning, /night, and welcome to Officially
Unofficially,
the best podcast on the internet. Now, goodness gracious me, Cool Cole, you are not allowed to wear that top.
Of course I am, mate.
You are not allowed to wear that top. Did you win a game? For audio people, Cole is wearing an Ipswich Town top.
Up a Town, that's what we say over in Ipswich.
Up the Toon League, up the Toon.
We beat the scum, mate. We beat the scum. But all right, do you want me to take it off? Do you want me to take it off? Fine. You're going to be boring about
You
it.
aren't allowed to.
You're going to be a big, boring...
Oh, he's only got another one on. We don't like blues around here, mate.
Yeah, you're a famed red, aren't you? But you don't
I'm a
have to
famed
worry.
red. From that scarf there, I'm a famed red.
That's nice, that. Look at that. But no, yeah, we beat Norwich. First time in 16 years we've beaten our mortal
beat
enemy.
Norwich?
I know, right? You've beaten Norwich loads of times.
Too many, more than I can count or know about. So
Luis Suarez, mate, gives Norwich nightmares, but so too does Jayden Philogene. And of course, this is not, why are you laughing at the name Jayden Philogene?
And does he fill a gene?
Does he fill a gene? He fills his genes. He does. And
Good.
He fills the opposition net, probably.
What was the score? Give me a 10-second rundown so we can move on.
What do you mean? No, we're not going to move on. We're going to talk about this for an hour and a half.
So twice as long as a normal podcast episode to talk about one win that Ipswich have had. And it's your first win in 3 years?
Whatever.
Ever, yeah, against any team, I mean.
Yeah, we saved it. We saved the big performance from them.
He saved performance of a lifetime.
We scored from a corner, bang. Then they equalised straight away from a corner, bang.
Whoa.
But then Jayden Philogene, wonder goal, bang.
And did he?
He did fill the gene as well.
He did.
And then after that, it was 3-1 after like 77 minutes. Cue the outrage.
My goodness, there was outrage. Was there disgrace? Was it a big match?
I did actually want to get your thoughts on this. So we, in the transfer window in summer, we purchased one of their best players, a guy called Nunez, right?
Darwin Núñez.
Marcelino Nunez, the Chilean player, okay?
Okay.
So we brought him from Norwich, and that there was loads of banter, like, oh my God, we bought your best player. You can imagine,
Norwich
Twitter,
is an English football team.
for anyone.
I'm just going to translate for Americans real quick. Just you keep going, but I'll just translate.
So yeah, we bought him, and then
purchased as if it was a draft.
And then afterwards, you're expecting him to sort of, keep his head down and be respectful because it's obviously a big drama.
Be quiet and a soy boy cuck.
It's quite a sort of drama. Do you know what I mean? Purchasing a player from the old enemy,
drafting him.
So after Ipswich had
a
his
small
face,
town in England on the Norfolk coast.
We had his face on the programme.
Leaflet.
Yeah, I don't know how you translate program into American.
I don't know. Yeah,
but yeah, he's there front and center. He's staring at them the whole time, and he loves it. He's like kissing the badge. Honestly, when we signed him, he was like kissing the Ipswich badge.
Tonguing the bear cub logo on his jersey.
On his jersey, yeah, the sponsored by Gatorade.
Yeah, Gatorade it your way.
And then after we'd beaten them,
the day before today,
he like picked up our corner flag,
end zone marker,
and he was like waving it about and being like, "Hey, Ipswich, Ipswich!"
Like a proud boy at a march with a tiki torch.
So yeah, what do you think of that then? We've bought him from a different club, and he is completely rubbing it in against them.
That's great. That is shithousery. That is wonderful. It's especially if he's like his first season with Ipswich as well.
It's his like fifth game.
Fifth game, yeah.
Yeah, because he was injured when we signed him. He was injured till the first international break. I think he's played for us actually about 4 or 5 times, and he's kissed the badge more than he's played.
Yeah, I love that. He's bought in. Anyone that does that, I think that is fantastic, especially from a rival. Because imagine also you're one of the rival teams, and you've seen him now fully buy into this club that you thought. So he used to play for a rival team, or he had an offer from a rival team.
No, he played for Norwich for about 2 years. The last time when they beat us, when we were in the same division, he scored the free kick against us.
Oh my God!
He scored against us when they beat us 1-0. And he was going, Norwich, Norwich!
That's funny. And he picked up the corner flag and went, I love Norwich!
Probably, yeah.
Norwich is my favourite club.
He went full Borat.
My club! Good for him. I will say, and we'll move on from sports stuff because people hate sports nowadays because they're all woke. I want you to defend yourself. Unlike Norwich did, of course.
Nice.
Could you give the people the rundown on this Blackburn Rovers situation?
You want to talk about the Blackburn Rovers situation?
In a small chunk, because I don't know enough about it. I think I have an opinion, right? But I think I can be quite easily convinced to not have that opinion. But I want you to get it out into the universe, because I currently don't think it's right, but go on.
Okay, and also, anyone who's not into football, weigh in with your opinion as well, because this is about fairness. The same thing might have happened with the San Francisco Bears versus the Californian fucking wildfires or whatever.
The Californian wildfires, Christ.
That'd be a good name, wouldn't it?
That'd be pretty good.
So yeah, basically, Ipswich played Blackburn at Blackburn, and their ground is like right by a river. And this club have not
already the excuses,
and they've not invested in like ground infrastructure. Like their
This
owners
to be a neutral recounting.
Their owner, I mean, they'll tell you themselves. Their owners are terrible, cheap bastards. Google Venky's Blackburn owners, and there'll be hate threads.
I won't.
Sure, you don't want to actually know, do you?
I don't want to learn.
So basically, what happened was it was stormy in England, loads of rain, and the game should have been called off before it started. But it played, and the first half was fine. The first half was okay, 0-0. In the second half, during half time, it's going, it's pissing it down, right? The ball's not
rolling. And this
rolling.
was a mental week of rain.
Yes.
Like I drove recently to Manchester in the rain in like a little car. And Manchester, and it was a bloody nightmare. Like, you know when you're driving and have you seen like the signs where it says like no high-sided vehicles to go this way because it's like a tall bridge or something? And I was driving over that, and literally you're being like shoved about by the wind on the motorway.
What, just in a car?
Yeah, bigly.
I don't think I've ever been shoved about in a car on a motorway.
I was being buffeted, positively buffeted by the wind.
Are you certain you're not just a shit driver, or you had the shakes because of the lack or too much of alcohol?
I was quite drunk. I was quite drunk when I was driving to Manchester yesterday, or whenever it was. But no, it was the windiest I think I've ever driven in, and I also wasn't driving my car. I was driving like a car with gears, so I was fine. I was like cutting them out, like I don't know what's going on. It was like a little like hatchback. It was a bloody nightmare. But yeah, so it's been very windy and rainy recently.
Because I feel like with driving that I've been driving for what, 2.5 years now?
Something like that.
And I was sort of under the impression that I've driven in every weather type, but I guess I've not had full ice. I've not been slipping and sliding.
Have you had like full snow, driving in snow?
I think there's been some snow, but not a snowy day.
No,
if you see
having
what
to
I
like
mean.
drive over like just raw snow.
Yeah, no, I've not.
That's good fun.
It must be fun, right? You must feel like you're a stone in a game of curling.
I did. I was driving. I was thinking, you know what I feel like? I feel like a stone in the game of curling in the Olympics, in the San Francisco Olympics in 1987.
Yes, good year for Winter Olympics.
Great year for Winter Olympics, yeah. Curling especially, because the California wildfires, they absolutely took off. They went crazy with it.
How they curled, my friend, how they curled.
They had a great time.
So Ipswich Blackburn, it was basically, we were 1-0 down, and we had a red card. And then after 80 minutes, it was called off. What are you thinking there? What are your initial instincts?
I think the where I hold umbrage with this is that then it was proposed that obviously there'd be a replay because every team has to play twice, home and away. So that just happens regardless. Yep. And so it has to happen. There was discussion of, does it then take place, 45 minutes, remaining? I appreciate it's a very like small part of it, but like, does the red card stand or whatever? Like there was all these different like variations of how it should go on. It was eventually decided that it's going to be replayed from 0-0 and it'll just be a brand new game, full restart, full reset. I feel so bad for Blackburn for that. That is so... Even if it's the rule, it's a fucking harsh rule.
May I pivot the angle? Why should Blackburn be rewarded for their stadium not having sufficient infrastructure when every other club around there... Of course it's a reward, because the game was unplayable. It really was unplayable. Like
it was very... I don't disagree with that. I showed you the final kick. Very unplayable, very funny.
Where he kicked it and the ball just went... Nope. And that was the way the ref was like, nah.
There's a video of like the ref like walking out with the ball and he goes to a puddle and all of the crowd are going, oh, and he drops it and it just goes... into the puddle, doesn't bounce, doesn't move, and they go, way!
No, not all the crowd. The Ipswich away fans.
The Ipswich side, okay.
The Blackburn fans were like, it's bouncing, it's bloody bouncing. I saw it bounce.
So were they saying on the day, let's carry on. Let's just keep going. Because getting to the 80th minute, games are 90 minutes long for any Americans, and with no ad breaks, apart from a little bit. Should they not just fucking do it?
Should they not have played on?
It's 10 minutes, just finish. It's already shit. Let's just keep it shit and just lock it in.
That's not the game of football, though. It wasn't a game of football. It's that line. Everything has got a sort of it's got a subjective line of where does something become not what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you and I are from the esports world. Mm-hmm. If someone's controller's a bit off, fine, play on. But if all of their controllers are off and they have to use keyboard and mouse, is it still the game? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like everything has that.
Yeah, I get your point. I understand that point where, yeah, like if the entire time has to go KBM, even then, I'm just thinking,
just have it out.
You should have been prepared. You just play it out. But then your thought is in the preparation is more on Blackburn, because obviously esports events are held in neutral places.
Yes.
And it's on the production company and whatever. So it's a bit different in that regard.
If Blackburn hadn't provided sufficient controllery for a hurricane that was going on and was affecting only controllers, the wildfires, the California wildfires.
I think, wasn't it like all of the other pitches like nearby, were they also all fucked? Like all like the smaller pitches around Blackburn and whatever?
There were, to my knowledge, 2 others from non-league that got cancelled. Every other club, because Man U played, I think, Chelsea later that evening, and Manchester is very close to Blackburn for any American listeners. We really are focusing on our American listeners today, aren't we? It's good of us.
Good for you, American listeners. It's because, you know what, I think it's because their sports are generally worse.
What's your favourite?
Apart from hockey.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's your favourite of the American sports?
We saw hockey. We didn't go to a hockey game, but we saw hockey. That was good. I've since seen on social media clips of American sports, like your footballs and your basketballs. And whenever I'm on TikTok, there's this guy, I forget, he's called like MG or something.
Okay.
And he plays, he does like basketball 1v1s. And he's this really cocky, really annoying American guy who is clearly very good at basketball 1v1s. But then every time in the comments, there's people saying, anyone got a video of MK getting humbled? And like they want to see this guy fail, right?
Okay.
Whenever then someone gives it back to him, he like moans and like is like, nah, bro, play the game. And then this guy's like walking past him and like slap on the back of their head, like, hey, fucking did you there, bro?
What, he's doing that?
Yeah.
He slaps
But then if
them.
someone then does that back to him, he's like, nah, bro, there's none of the rules. And it's like, you can't have it both. You can't be that pissy little kid that like cries and someone does your thing back to you.
No one likes it when someone doesn't respect people playing them at their own game. That's what people want to see, right? If you give it, you have to be able to take it for sure.
Yeah, precisely, yeah. But yeah, so I've seen like the basketball 1v1s. They're just not that good. I think that's a really not very fun thing to watch because... And I appreciate basketball's obviously a lot more than that, but like it's just more boring. They're just more boring versions of sports that we do.
What sport are you talking about? Netball? Are you going to be a big netball apologist? Because
I did kind of think
famously go into the local school and give it a game of netball a watch.
Whoa.
Allegedly.
I'm not allowed to.
Anymore. Not since the incident.
Your Honour, I have not done that. I did kind of think this is becoming analogous to netball, of which I do not watch.
Legally speaking.
Yeah, legally speaking, yeah, because women's sports. I think that for me, it's just not quite as fun. I think American football has cool moments that happen after the play has happened. I think the coolest thing I've ever seen in a sport, maybe in an American sport, because it's probably football stuff that's cooler. Have you seen the one where like there's a low down camera angle, and when the guy scores a touchdown or whatever, and then after the touchdown, a load of fireworks and fire comes out the top of the stadium, right? It's honestly it's one of the coolest fucking things, genuinely, I've ever seen, where then this guy puts his hand on his teammate's shoulder, lifts himself up so his legs are like above his teammate's head, and like hits his helmet like it's a button. As he hits his helmet, all of the flames and fireworks go off behind them. It's fucking amazing, but that's not the sport.
Well, also as well, that so much of sport is in its context and actually isn't, if he's down the local park and he jumps on his mate and he hops and they all go, yeah, touchdown, and no one sort of cares, there's a nearby squirrel gnawing away at a tree and a woodpecker starts having a peck, it's all not that fascinating. And yet you see it in person. You see it there with the lights of the camera, of the crowd going, "Oorah, USA! Oorah, USA!" And that's a bit complicated for them, actually. That's sort of
that is a little bit too much.
But and that adds a lot to it, If Tiddlywinks was the most popular
The smallest
sport.
of winks.
The teeniest, tiniest winks.
The teeniest, tiddliest of winks.
But you go to sleep, you wake up in Tiddlywinks' bizarro universe. Do you reckon you'd buy into it just because they'd be chanting, there'd be crowds, there'd be fireworks? You like your fireworks, clearly?
I know, I actually hate fireworks.
We'll get to that, but yeah. It's because of dogs are crying. But let's talk about Tiddlywinks first. Tiddlywinks, then you can cry about dogs.
Okay, all right. Deal. I'll shake your hand on that one. Yeah, I'll shake your hand on that. Tiddlywinks first, then I'll talk about dogs. That's my perfect conversation. What was your question? I was barely listening.
If fucking people cared about Tiddlywinks and there was strippers, would you like Tiddlywinks?
I think I'd like the Tiddlywinks celebrations, or like Subbuteo. I'd like the Subbuteo celebrations. I think that'd be cool.
Right, we've spent the entire episode trying to make friends of our North American listeners, and you're bringing in Subbuteo.
Subbuteo! Yeah, I've never played Subbuteo, by the way. I barely know what Subbuteo is.
I've got, for any non-English people, I think, at this point, not even British, non-English people, post a comment.
People that didn't grow up also liking football and then liking small plastic figures that sort of play football.
Yeah, you flick it.
That's Subbuteo, right?
You flick your little plastic fella into the ball, and you want to sort of score it. But again, if that
doesn't it pop? I thought it popped. I thought it was like a little...
The player?
I thought the little player popped, and you like go... and like pop the ball like from underneath the player. Is it not
like
that?
A pinch? You pinch it?
Maybe, yeah. I think that's what I thought it was. I didn't think you flicked.
I'm not sure what the fuck you're on about, to be honest.
I've only ever seen it in Gavin and Stacey. I hate to get more English with this or get more UK with this. I've only ever seen it in a TV show that aired about 15 years ago.
On BBC Three at 10 p.m. every Friday that every Brit watched.
Yeah. I think so. This is such a Brit-heavy episode.
God, it is. This is more Brit-heavy than the Painting Roundabouts episode. How have we managed that? Okay, so you saw
I don't know.
When did they play Subbuteo when did they play Subbuteo and Gavin and Stacey?
I'm pretty sure they did. I think it was...
You're not thinking of pool, because pool's very different. You use a stick and you hit other colour balls.
I'm sure that Uncle Bryn at one point was playing Subbuteo when the lads came over for the stag do in an episode in about 2010.
I know the exact episode you're talking about because they all love it.
Do they not play Subbuteo in that?
They may do. Some of them stay at his house, some of them stay at Gwen's.
Yeah.
But I can't confirm. Are you Googling?
Right, Subbuteo,
You're
Gavin
such a
and
little
Stacey.
Googler.
Yes. Okay. Wow, this is an incredible... way that the Google AI has described this.
Okay, go on.
Okay, I've Googled Subbuteo, Gavin and Stacey. Subbuteo appears in the TV series Gavin and Stacey when Uncle Bryn has a Subbuteo set laid out in his room at the beginning of season 3. Though its relevance isn't explicitly explained within the show's narrative.
Is it not? Is it not a key moment?
It's never explained why for some reason Uncle Bryn is playing Subbuteo.
We can probably guess. Because he's a man who would seem Subbuteo of himself.
Apparently, also he wasn't even playing it. It was a background detail, not even a central plot point. And for some reason, that's the only thing that I've remembered.
Were you hyper-focusing, Stumpy?
I might have been hyper-focusing, Stumpy.
You having a right old hyper-folk.
Anybody who is from the US, I implore you. Anybody who's not from the UK, I implore you to watch Gavin and Stacey.
Agreed.
Because I was talking about it's like time capsule TV shows. I find them so interesting. Looking back at like the fashion in 2000, when was it, 9?
I think it started about 2006, Gavin and Stacey, yeah.
Yeah, 2006. Like the fashion in the UK and in the world is fucking horrible. It's those berets that like the women were wearing and like scarves for no real reason and sparkles and whatever.
I find it depressing. I find time's inevitable march the scariest, saddest thing. You know, when I realised that a song that I loved came out in 2006, and that's 19 years ago.
You find that sad?
I find that so sad. Yeah, I find it terrifying.
Wow. Are you scared of death?
Do
you fear the Reaper?
Not as such, but I do fear... It's not even my own morbidity. Because I'm sort of, is what it is, one of them, innit? As you would famously say.
It is one of them. Death is one of them.
But aging is just so sad. It's like, I'm 50 now. I'm 60. I'm 80. The things that I care about don't exist. They're dust. They're worthless. They happen. Things I've created that no one
but
consumes.
They were good. They were cool.
Agreed. It's the were. I'm not a whirrer. I'm an ammer. Arguably an isser.
Wow. I'm not a whirrer, I'm an ammer, ... arguably an isser.
Arguably.
Should be, again, crocheted on a small little plaque behind you. That's lovely. I forgot what I wanted last week, but I wanted something crocheted by a pensioner for my wall.
That'd be nice. But yeah, does it not, like, you think of like old people looking back at the 60s and go, oh, they don't make them like this anymore. And it's like, who cares? Who cares if something came out in the 60s?
I think that you care about the thing that I don't care about. I don't care about aging. I think that's interesting. When I'm 40, I'm like, fuck, I'm 40. Like, I've done, hopefully, I've done loads of stuff, with my life. I've been to these places. I've got this experience, whatever. That's really cool. I've got, I have a little Google photo frame on my desk and a picture from July 2023 when me and CJ walked around Boston at a major Rocket League event has just come up. I didn't feel sad looking at that picture. I think that was fucking amazing. That was lovely. I really like looking back on all the memories and the different things and how stuff has changed. But I do fear death.
As in at any moment?
Not at any moment, no. Just it's just done. I've never in my life has there been a point where I'm not in it. do you know what I mean?
You've always been there. You're the titular character.
I've always been there. I'm my own number one.
Yeah, you are. No, I get that. And then you're going to be dead, and ultimately
it's just going to carry on. That's what I don't like.
Nothing will be different.
It will just carry on.
So the bit that bugs me isn't that I won't be able to change anything when I'm dead. It's that I won't be able to see it play out.
I just won't know what's going to happen.
I'll never see the end of the football. Do you know what I mean? Bring back to Ipswich, will they get promoted in the year 2064? I might not find out, and that's really frustrating to me. I'll be on my deathbed going, oh man, I was about to watch the final fucking season of Gavin and Stacey when Smith is 106.
No, they've finished it now. It's done, Grandad. We've not had Gavin and Stacey.
No, but Smith is going on a stag do. They're eating butter.
No, Grandad.
They're playing Subbuteo, damn it.
What's Subbuteo? It was in season 3. It was barely a plot point.
And yet I remember.
It was in the background. Google didn't know what to do with it.
Does that bother you that you're not going to be able to see stuff play out? Obviously, I've talked about sort of culture and sport, but also your grandkids. I'll never find out if my great grandkid will actually graduate or if she's actually thick, because she's 3 years old. She seems a bit thick.
Yeah, I think that, yes, I think that will frustrate me. But then what gets me more is that eventually there's just going to be nothing. For me, nothing. It's not even like it goes black and then it's the absence of anything. That's what fucks me up. I've very much tried to not think about it. When I'm going, I've thought about this when I'm going to bed, and I've stayed up to 4 in the morning.
No, you haven't.
Just fucking panicking, just laying there, just heart racing. At some point, I'm not going to be here, and everything else is, and that's shit. It's FOMO. It's the ultimate FOMO.
It's definitely is the ultimate FOMO. Being dead. Christ, I'm missing out on everything.
Being dead is the ultimate FOMO.
You have sort of night morbid curiosity, I suppose. I've got sort of night motivation. I wake up at 3 a.m. and I'm like, right, okay, tomorrow I'm going to, start a workout and I'll eat really well and then I'll file all this away and then we'll do this on YouTube or whatever and stuff like that. And that's what they're the thoughts. And obviously, 9 a.m. rolls around and I was like, oh, I could eat a crunchy.
Yeah, but my bed is cozy and I do just want a cup of tea.
And a crunchy.
Oh, that feels good, yeah. 4 crunchies.
4 crunchies?
4 crunchies.
Think of 4 crunchies.
I got to 1 and stopped.
You could double that up twice.
Yeah. I get what you mean about you get to 3 a.m. and then everything is that's the most motivated version of yourself.
And how annoying is that?
Because you in that moment, you're not doing it. You're not the one that's doing it, because it's future you that's doing it. You're making plans for future you.
By definition, it's future you.
Yeah, exactly. I did actually, weirdly, 1 in the morning, recently my fiance was away for 2 nights, and so I was on my phone, way later than I should have been. I was on my phone 1 in the morning, laying in bed, signed up to a half marathon.
And you did it. You actually signed up.
Yeah, I signed up. I paid the fee. I did the fingerprint. I was like, yeah, that's me done. And I did it. I'm signed up for May to do a half marathon.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
I know.
Not in the future looking towards you is going to hate you.
I know. This is a few nights ago now. And I said I went for a run before this podcast. My leg really hurts. So now I'm at least I've got months until it happens. But
Was it July, did you say?
May.
May.
Different month entirely, yeah.
Did I guess that, or did I thought you'd say July?
I think you just guessed it. I think you had a 1 in 12. In fairness to you, you had a 1 in 12. And also, you probably assume it's not going to be this month.
That'd be crazy.
So you're a 1 in 11, yeah.
Well, good for you.
But yeah, that's that motivation. But yeah, definitely the night, not night terrors, because that's a different thing. But the night, laying there and thinking about the future. That's why I'm such an iPad kid. When I go to bed, I'm such an iPad kid. I put an iPad on and I put on Overwatch videos and go to sleep to them because I don't want the silence because then I'll think about
I'd
things.
hate that so much. And Anna doesn't mind that.
No, she's fine with it. She also puts an iPad on if she can. Sometimes
She's
we have
got
like
a
two
different
iPads.
one on.
Yeah.
What? No,
Yeah.
you don't have two different things playing out. That's insane.
Two different tablets playing two different things entirely.
So she's there listening to like like fucking whale song.
That whale noise.
Yeah, and then there's you going, oh my god, I just hit a triple. Oh my fucking god, I just almost stopped someone with my chimpanzee in Overwatch. Oh man, there's lights everywhere. What a game.
You know you play games. You know what games are.
Oh, I'm going to use my controller like this. Ooh.
The more you tilt it, the more you turn.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the thing.
That's how that works in Overwatch. Piece of shit video games. Fucking.
Yeah, we have different things playing sometimes.
Not headphones.
No. Out loud. Quiet, very quiet. 2 notches up. I go 2 notches. I'm a 2-notcher. I'll go 2 notches up on my volume. And yeah, but I need to have that. I don't like sleeping in a dark room. So I have, the blinds are half closed because otherwise the cat tries to climb through and it's a nightmare. And they're also open. And also, I'll normally, if I can, I'll have the window open because I like the sound of the outside.
I like the sound of the outside. I like the sound of cars going by. That's
what
okay.
I didn't like is
okay
hearing the bins knocking about and being scared they were going to hit my car. Because it was like bin night the other night, and I was like, that's going to hit my car. I'm certain it's going to hit my car. I kept like waking up to the sound of a bin and looking outside going, no, we're safe. And then like, going back to bed again.
That and the sound of the local crackheads going, yeah.
I'd be all right. I'd be okay with a grunt.
Would you?
That's Urban Wales song.
Urban Wales. I'm quite good at sleeping through sounds, I think, and falling asleep during sounds. I'm very sensitive about light. Like I need not full darkness, but there needs to not be any sort of light in my eye. Do you know what I mean? If there's a light in the corner, that's okay. But what I can't handle is an active conversation. Hearing what I don't mind. If someone's listening to the TV and you hear like, that's okay.
Yeah, you can just hear the bass of it.
But if you hear words, then I can't not listen to the words.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm conscious. So you're not concentrating on the words at all. You're not consciously taking in what your Overwatch mate is saying about, I don't know, how he's just spangled someone with the ballet bullet or whatever the fuck's going on in that shit game.
No, normally when they spangles with the ballet bullet, I'm normally asleep by that point.
Oh,
But I'm just like laying there. I just put like a VOD on, if anybody knows him, Super TF, great streamer. I've put like one of his videos on like a VOD and just like, yeah, go to sleep to that. Then I wake up in the morning and it's like still playing. Close it, easy peasy.
You are funding his second mansion, streamer TF, whatever the fuck his name is.
No, you nailed it. Yeah, dead on. I went to my parents have like a really old cottage, like a 400-odd-year-old cottage, and so in a little village, and there's like they've got blackout curtains in the guest room. I hated it. I had to put a light on in the corner because it was so dark in that room.
A nightlight.
That it was so literally I had a nightlight. I had a nightlight on because it was so dark and I was spooked. I was laying there spooked.
What, monsters or sounds or thoughts?
It was just, probably everything. I think I've been attacked on all sides. There was just things,
You had a monster
around.
nibbling at your toes. Your thoughts were going mental. You were thinking, I might die one day as your foot got ingested by the creature.
Of a creature.
Because I don't believe in anything, right? I am very much, I don't believe in
Can I have
fucking...
that crocheted?
I
don't believe in anything.
Spiritualism, God, even luck, really. People go, oh, you can't, if you're winning 1-0, you go, oh, we're definitely going to win this one. People go, no, you can't say that.
Oh, yeah, touch wood.
Any of that. I never no one touches my wood, mate. I'll have you know that much right now. So, what the fact that I'm still spooked out by the night monsters.
I don't know. Do you get spooked out by the night monsters?
Of course I do. Yeah, they're under my bed.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving a leg dangling.
Because I don't believe in ghosts either. Like I think that'd be such an interesting thing to do. As someone who doesn't believe in ghosts and you don't either. What?
Be a ghost.
Or die and then become a ghost. I'd be fine with that because I can see the world continuing.
Agreed.
I can see what's going on.
Agreed.
That wouldn't be too bad. I think it'd be so interesting because I'd get spooked at a haunted house. Like if there was a big old house, and I know that there's like no actors in there or whatever, not like an actual physical jumping out or whatever, because that's going to be spooky in of itself.
It's an actual place that they say is haunted.
They say is haunted.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that I would get spooked. I would be scared. My heart rate would go up. But I still don't believe in the ghosts. I believe in me being sold the story of the ghosts.
I think I would be the most boring person in the world to be sent to a quote-unquote haunted house for the evening because I don't think that there are ghosts. Alien. If they said it was the most alien-infested house...
Okay, interesting. So a different thing entirely.
Sure, but my point is that people say that ghosts are real. Some people say that aliens are real.
I think aliens are real.
As in, I think somewhere out there has got to be some form of other life.
It's weird if it's just us.
Exactly, it's more weird if it's just us.
It's more weird if it's just us, yeah, for sure.
Imagine if we're the only ones with our eyes and our noses, you know what I mean, and our fucking hairlines. Like
your fucking hairline.
What a waste.
Don't say our hairline.
Our ginger hair.
Don't say our fucking hairlines. Don't put me in your basket.
Our pale little eyebrowless skin. Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine if we were the only ones.
We had to crank up Cole's saturation before recording because he did look like one of those translucent fish at the bottom of the ocean. Honestly, I reckon if you swallowed a Vimto, I could see it go down.
If only I had some. Watch this water glow.
I'm confident I could.
Oh, it's vodka.
I would be very intrigued about like doing a haunted house because I did a very cool thing. I'd recommend doing this for anybody who goes to like a new city because I've never really done it. Do you ever get like a guided tour when you go to a city?
We did in Boston. We went on. They've got a name for it, but I can't remember. But it's like a bus.
It's a something walk, right?
No, it was in a bus, and then the bus went into the water and turned into a little boat.
Oh, like an amphibious boat tour type
basically
thing. Okay.
And there were
That's
so
cool.
many, like it was like a comedian that was sort of doing it, I imagine, no offense to him, not a very successful one, but he was like, cracking jokes. And then in Boston, anyone that's local around here knows that that's where you go if you want to get your bagel slapped. I'm like that sort of, I don't know, fucking Boston, fucking,
So Boston. Bagel slapping capital of the USA, I heard.
But then there are a lot of like comments about, and then the British, oh man, in Boston.
Boo.
And we were booing along, and I was dreading the moment he'd say, hey, you there, sir, with the ginger hair, where are you from? I go, I'm from England, sir.
Sure, please don't hurt me. I'll slap your bagel silly.
I will slap you. I know that's what you people do, and I'll do it right back. Doesn't scare me.
You people, you can't call them that. But we went on a guided ghost tour in Edinburgh when we went there. And it was so fucking cool because I've never really done like a tour or anything. I'll look around and do like the cathedral, do the castle, do the blah, blah, whatever else. But we had a person talk to us about all these different things. And it then culminated in like, there's basically, I think there's two bridges or one bridge that goes across like a valley in Edinburgh. But then all of it, they'll sort of, like if you see like a really long bridge, there's all these archways that kind of go along it.
Yeah.
They said that they're like super haunted because they said they ended up being like back in the day full of like povos and they all like died in there. And I was walking around, again, don't believe in ghosts, spooked out my skin.
Really?
I was like, whoa.
Did you see what you thought little Oliver was going to be there haunting you and go, please, sir, can I have some coins?
I think I just bought into it because also I paid for it, so I want to like I want to like buy into it.
Nah, surely you want to be cool. Like, I'm not scared of that shit.
Not at all. I think that's so lame.
It's like the coolest thing to do to a magician is go, nah, it's in your other pocket.
I think there's part of you that believes that's true.
I think it's cool. It's like, wait a minute, what about that wheel? That wheel's made of foam.
You don't think that's cool? You would be a horrible little boy on one of these tours. You'd be like, I'm not scared. I was like, I don't care what you're feeling.
No, but I'm not, though.
It doesn't matter what you're feeling. Fine.
There's 10 people behind me. They go, oh, and I'm going, not real, is it?
Yawn!
I do that in church as well.
Oh, that's actually so cool of you, Ricky. Cole. Sorry.
Yeah, and the fucking priest is eating peanuts loudly.
Oh, not even loudly. Because I've written the show, so he's the bad guy. Yeah, that's exactly the thing. There was a thing where there was like a pagan or like a druid circle, and there was a whole thing of like it was really haunted in here, and it's like this is the most haunted room.
So wait, of all the haunted rooms, this what he said. This one.
This is Billy Big Bollocks' room.
Now, does that mean there's one really bad ghost or 100 normal ghosts, but there's a lot of them? Was he talking volume or precision?
I think it was a mix. It was like a kind of like a fruit bowl of ghosts.
Smorgasbord.
With like, some grapes in there, some little normal ghosts, but also a grapefruit of a ghost. So there's a few little mix-ups of them.
Okay.
And he said that someone years ago who like they moved in here to try and get rid of all the ghosts, which I thought, harsh.
Cut the vacuum cleaner out.
They tried to like landlord them out. And I was like, oh, that's a bit dickish. He stood in a circle and then invited them all into the circle and then basically went, see ya, and then locked the ghost door behind him. And then they're all trapped in this circle like, no, you fucker, let us out.
I mean, if they're going to be in there anyway, why not let them run free? Why do you have to trap them in a circle? That seems mean to me.
I was thinking actively that's harsh, but I didn't then want to like speak up and be like, well, this feels mean because I don't think they exist in the first place.
I prefer my ghosts to be free range, I suppose.
Like hens.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Well, because then they lay better eggs.
They do lay better ghost eggs. The cytoplasm that you can get from a proper free range, because you can tell it's been raised, you know, it's had its life, and then when it's time, it's instant, you know, and I think they create better ghost meat when it's done like that.
The ghost pork crackling. From a free-range ghost. It's beautiful. Well, he then said, if anybody wants to go in this circle, he was like, I wouldn't recommend it. He was like, if anyone wants to go in this circle, you have to like open the door, walk in, and then shut the door behind you, right? So I thought, I'll buy in, because everyone was really quiet. There was about, I don't know, 20-odd people there. And I was just like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do that.
No way.
So I walked up and I opened the door.
Oh, shit.
I closed it behind me. No word of a lie. As a person, it's like a fake door. It's literally just a stone circle. Like, it's a fake ghost
open the door.
Yeah, open the door. Close the door.
Yeah.
And no word of a lie.
Yeah.
I actually felt quite lightheaded. And I was thinking, at the time, he has done such a good job of suggestion that he has made me, even like subconsciously, he's made me believe that there's something weird in this circle.
But then I walk in and I go, there's a fan down there. It's blowing a little bit of air. So now I've got goosebumps, but it's not because I'm scared. It's that little fan, I reckon.
Everyone's left the room.
There's a little speaker. Oh, there's a speaker that occasionally is a really quiet. Ooh, I can. Wait, it's here. The speaker, and everyone hears. Yeah. Ooh, a bit louder.
Everyone's gone.
Guys,
everyone's out the room.
Guys, a speaker.
Guys,
there's a fan.
And I'm there going, I had chills. The entire time. Look.
Yeah, that would be because there's a little fan there.
That's so good. That was all. Oh my god, maybe the ghosts are real.
You know the meme of like the thumb, the thumb like that.
Oh, the massive guy out the circle.
There's me going, guys, it's probably going to be the speaker, and then you just go.
Anyway. Yeah, it was very cool, but it's that power of suggestion, I think, of like.
Did he tip him?
Don't believe in it, and I still don't, but. It was very well done. So I gave him a 5-star review because it was fantastic.
You tipped him with a review?
Yeah.
You didn't slip him a...
We're not American. We're not going to tip them, are we?
I don't know. Did no one tip?
Why would I tip him? He's doing his job.
I feel like you tips
Ghostman.
A ghostman or a guide of some sort. You know, if someone says, oh, it was in this tower that Henry VIII was executed or whatever, all that stuff, I feel like you tip him a few quid at the end of it. Is that odd? Is that strange? Is that very un-British of me?
I don't think it's strange.
Yeah.
I just didn't. If someone did that, I wouldn't be like, oh, weird.
Not like clapping a
plane. But then if
plane.
someone didn't do that, I then wouldn't be like, oh, weird. Yeah, I think it's just if you want to do it, you do it. I just didn't.
Yeah, 5-star review though. Wow, that'll pay the fucking bills. Wow, that'll feed his kids.
Well, no, because then he'll get repeat bookings. He'll get multiple people then coming through. The exposure.
Alex Stumpy Goblin Knight has given him a fucking 5 of review.
One snowflake does not believe it is responsible for the avalanche.
No, it's not.
And my review.
What's his name?
Is one snowflake.
What's this guy's name?
Couldn't tell you. It was on. I couldn't fucking tell you. It was on a website called Get Your Guide. But then also there was maybe 15 ghost tours. So you'll have to find one. It was with a Scottish bloke.
I'd want to go with the worst reviewed one. I think the worst reviewed one would be a bit like me. He's just going around being like, right, so that's where they installed the fan.
Yeah. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. And here we actually poked a hole in the wall, so a little bit of a beam of light came through, and you sort of see the dust out the corner of your eye.
You've got you and a load of like other lame-o incel virgins being like, oh, that's how you do it. Very good, very clever.
Oh my god, I got chills at how they created that. That's such... Because to be fair, with magic, like, I like, with riddles as well, all of that stuff, I like hearing it. If you say to me, I've got a brilliant riddle, I go, okay, tell me.
Okay.
And you go, like, okay, so tell me your riddle, something. Tell me your riddle.
Hang on.
I don't think this counts as improv if you Google it.
No, I'm improving.
Right.
10 best riddles for adults.
Right, so yeah, if you just, at the top of your head, just give me something that sort of sounds
top of my head,
funny.
Genuinely, top of my head.
Uh-huh.
Riddles.com.
Yeah, so if you just think of something with your brain, you're an improviser, you're known for your razor-sharp wit.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay, off top of my dome.
Cut all that, obviously.
Yeah, top of the dome. Riddle : what has a head, a tail, is brown, and has no legs?
And I think, wow, someone's got that. That's really cool. Head, tail, brown, no legs. And then I go, okay, what's the answer? Because I want to know.
Well, No, well, no, you have to figure it out.
No, I don't have to fit. That's the point. I've heard it.
No, that's not the point.
It is the point. I've heard it. I appreciate the wordmanship.
No, the point is not to know it. The point is to figure it out.
A fucking stick or a double platypus or a poo.
No, try.
I
fucking
did try.
How dare you make me think of a riddle and then need to have
So what's
it.
brown with no head?
That's no. That's
I mean, again, I
what's
wasn't
brown with no head. Fucking loads of things.
Poo again. What was the riddle?
Right. What has a head,
Yeah.
a tail, is brown,
Okay.
and has no legs?
A head and a tail. Is it like a race because someone's a head, someone's at the tail, and brown because
Right, so you said give me a riddle. I've given you a riddle. You go, oh, that sounds great. What is it?
yes, that's my point.
Why aren't you working it out?
No, because I'm not going to sit here like some sort of virgin loser. My point is, I appreciate
Recording a podcast. I think you already are, mate.
I appreciate the creativity of whoever came out with that wonderful riddle. I appreciate that. You have my respect.
Riddles.com.
Now I want to know you came out with that yourself. Now I want to know the answer.
Riddles.com/best-riddles.
Now I'm curious about the answer, so please tell me. I'm ready to be told.
No, I think as the riddle giver, as the riddlee, the riddler,
If you will.
You're the riddlee.
Yeah.
You have to put in the effort here. Because right, so far you've said, what, a stick, poo, or a duck-billed platypus?
Or a race. No, a race is a good
Or a
one.
race.
It's got a tail. It's got a head. Someone's a head.
Okay, is brown and has no legs.
Paula Radcliffe pooed herself once.
Okay, 3 for 4. She does have legs.
And, in my opinion, call me controversial, people in wheelchairs should be able to race.
Okay,
So is it a Paralympic race?
it's not... Well, has a head, a tail, as brown and has no legs, is not a Paralympic race, but thank you for putting in the effort.
All right, so I've tried. So now you can fucking tell me.
And now I can give you the answer.
Which is?
A penny.
It's got a head. It's got a tail. Oh, I mean, heads and... yeah, okay. And what was the
Yeah?
last one? It's heads, tails,
Brown has no legs.
Sure, I guess
There
it's
you go.
got no legs. It's also not got a
Right, no, so you wanted the answer, and now you're annoyed at the answer.
It's just not the best, but some of them, sometimes you hear a good one, and
It's
it's like...
dash riddles, but fair enough.
It's true. I guess technically it is one of the best riddles.com. But
Yeah.
my point is that I appreciate the workmanship's gone into this one. It's like if I see a great magic trick, some people will be like, oh no, I don't want. Either they choose to believe it's this person is magic, or Darren Brown is actually born with the mind capability to do stuff.
Still with magic mind, yeah, he's got the magic gland.
But I think that the real beauty of it is how much work was put into learning the sleight of hand. Have you seen Penn and Teller Full with the clear cups?
Yeah, that's very good.
It's
Yeah.
incredible, and like you can see it, and you're still wowed because of the hand-eye coordination and skill.
Yeah, and they're like changing where you're looking. They know where you're going to be looking if they do this and whatever.
Precisely. That to me is better than not knowing how it's been done. I like to know how things have been done, but not to figure it out myself.
But then doesn't that get rid of the magic? Magic especially. That gets rid of the magic of it, surely. Because if they then go, say it's a card trick or whatever, and they then go, oh, yeah, it's because this card was folded, and so I know it's that one.
I'd go, oh,
You're
that's
like,
amazing. That's so cool that somebody came up
You'd
with that,
rather
and I
just
didn't
not know it.
No, I'd rather know. I'd rather if they, I'm not going to bully it out there. I'm not going to fucking turn a fucking thing.
Right, so you just come out of this ghost tour, and you then go to like a magician's bar.
And I've got chills.
You've got chills, and they are multiplying.
Yeah.
And you've seen there's a fan in the floor, and everyone's told you to shut up.
That's enjoy things.
You then go to a magic show, and you go, show us your fake deck of cards.
Why am
go
I-
on, show us it.
No, why am I suddenly? Why am I?
You're a bad patron.
I'm not. I'm a great patron. I
You're a
wouldn't.
bad patron of yourself.
No, I'm very good. I think like. I like to think that I'm a very good guest to have up on stage. I do just enough of having my own personality and bringing my own words to the table without attempt. Because the worst thing is people who are brought up on stage try to make it all about them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They think it's The Price is Right. They go, "Hi everyone." Do you know what I mean? On the crowd, it's like be the secondary person.
You're a prop.
You are a prop,
essentially.
and I like to think I'm quite a good one. I like to think that I'd say something that magicians, would think, I've not heard that before, and would bounce off it. But I'm not trying to overshadow the magician as suddenly being the funny or the clever one.
I think you say anything on stage to a magician, and he thinks you're a twat.
Really?
To you specifically, I mean, sorry. Not to anybody.
Not to one.
Yeah, not one, you.
You don't think that I, a man who has made a career of being your secondary man, aren't quite good instinctively at knowing where the line is of being a secondary man?
Nah, because you want to be the big boy in one situation. You want to be the magician's big boy. You want him to call you my big boy.
You want the magician to say, wow, I've been doing magic 35 years and I've never seen anyone pick it up and be as good a guest as you, Emil. Yeah, I do sort of want that. I'd like that very much.
Yeah, I thought you would. would you then, on stage, if you saw somebody, going about and seeing the magic happening, and then someone's on stage and they're like trying to kind of look around and like trying to, see like the angle that they're not meant to be seeing and whatever.
People trying to see it is part of the fun.
Yeah. But then if they were like looking back behind stuff that is clearly they're not meant to be like seeing for the sake of the magic trick, would you think dick? Or would you think fair play, you're just up there and you're trying to figure this out too?
Are they within the rules? Because the rules are, you're brought up on stage, you're allowed to sort of peek around, but you're not allowed to touch his hand and open up his glove. Do you know what I mean? Like, is this person playing within the rules of magic?
They're towing the line. They're towing the line. You can tell that for some people it would be too much, for some people it's acceptable, but they are very much like,
I'd say that's in the skill of the magician. If the magician can go, I see you're really keen to understand this one, or something like that, and makes like a light joke about it, it works. If the magician is like, oi, what are you doing? You fucking prick, you fucking cunt. Get the fuck off my fucking stage, you rat. You dirty little fucking one-eyed goblin prick. Fuck off, prick.
Oh.
Then that's not that fun anymore.
I'd respect him more.
You're into that.
Honestly, I'd be like...
He's not even done a trick.
You've not even done a trick. Fool me once. I tip him.
Oh, do you do weddings?
Yeah, I tip him. £5 for you, sir.
You tip him a 3-star review from
3-star review
Goblin.
and £5. Yeah, that's what I would be giving.
That's fair.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad that you're into the abuse. I'll bear that one in mind if I ever learn magic. If I did magic at your wedding, would you like it?
No.
You haven't asked me to. And I go, I've learnt a trick for you.
Oh, yeah, if it's a trick, yeah, cool, whatever. But if you then do a set, if you then go up and do a magic set.
Even if I've learnt it for your
in
wedding.
the speeches or whatever, is it relevant to me/my wedding?
Depends. What card did you take out of the deck earlier?
The goblin.
You got the goblin.
The goblin. Wait, that's a magic. This is a Magic the Gathering card.
I remember earlier you picked up the RLCS 2024 London Major poster card. Do you remember that from the deck? Look behind you.
Wait, no, surely not.
It's been on your wall the whole time.
3 stars and £5 is yours.
I got a £5. That's more than I've ever been tipped for my work online.
There you go.
But I like knowing. I like knowing, and I think that's fair enough. But I do also respect what you're talking about, the sort of ghost tour. And obviously, I wouldn't actually sort of try and ruin it. But I would take personal pride in not. I know it's dumb. I know it's macho, but it is also inherent rather than something that I'm trying to force. I would take a personal pride in not being spooked. I think. Like,
really?
I wouldn't gloat about it.
So I don't normally watch scary films, right? But when I do, I want to be spooked. I want to be in the situation where I am like, where I find it uncomfortable.
Yeah, films can
where
get in
I'm
my head.
Where I'm bought in and like, when you see somebody outside the window and then it pans and then they're gone. I want to be bought into that moment.
The mirror,
be well into it.
The mirror opens, you see the baddie. The mirror shuts.
Yeah,
and they've
exactly.
gone.
And I want to be really spooked out of like, oh my god, I just saw that, but the protagonist didn't, or whatever. Right? What does really annoy me is when, and this used to happen at uni, we used to watch like scary films in like someone's dorm room, and we just like turn the computer monitor around and like all sit on the bed and just watch a scary film. There was a couple of people that would, throughout the film, were clearly trying to not be scared and would make jokes throughout the film so that then they didn't become scared.
That's annoying and macho, yeah, that's too
and
much.
My camera's going.
Oh, shit.
Wait!
Is that your card?
Is that my card? Imagine up there, there's a king. There's the king of hearts that I picked earlier.
I mean, there could have been anything back there. Like, that's the point of the camera that you didn't think your room would see. There could be, like, a hanging fucking cat there. 10 hanging cats. And you'd have just revealed yourself as the cat hanger of Barbecue Lane.
We should end this podcast where I get revealed as the cat hanger of Barbecue Lane.
Is your camera okay?
Yeah, camera's fine. Yeah, the stand is just rubbish.
Oh, well, that's
For any audio listeners, my camera fell backwards as if a ghost pushed it.
Shit, now I'm officially
It's
spooked.
as if a ghost shoved it.
We visited a haunted house.
Oh my god, we did.
And all I got was this damn t-shirt. Before we go, I've got a very quick tale to tell.
Okay. Oh, a penny. Oh.
No, not a head, not a tail. No head was involved.
Oh, shame.
This morning, I saved a boy's life.
Sorry?
Well, I say that, but I sort of didn't kill a boy.
I say that. I put him in danger.
No, I didn't. I was driving, right, and I was approaching a zebra crossing, okay? And this little kid, he was going And he wasn't like turning into the zebra crossing. He was just going straight
little
like
is he?
along. 9, 10 maybe.
Okay.
He was on a bike.
Child age.
But he basically gets himself in. I guess he thought he was crossing the zebra crossing and then didn't. And he sort of went, ooh, and he was on the pavement. And
Was
he
it on a
ended
bike,
up
sorry?
on a bike, yeah, with his mum, but next to him. And he ended up
Tandem.
next to him walking. And he ended up sort of like
sidecar.
tripping. Shut up! He ended up tripping over the pole and like falling into the road.
Twat.
Twat, right?
Twat alert.
And I'm driving at I'm already driving it because it's like a really thin road, so I'm driving at like 10 miles
60,
per hour.
yeah.
So I was easily able to sort of slam the brakes and.
Yeah.
But then if I'd have just carried on going at 10 miles per hour, I would have crushed his little head.
How far away did you stop from the boy?
5 feet.
Wow, that's a lot closer than I thought.
Close enough to be
fair
scary.
enough.
It's not like he was over yonder. I was going slow.
He's like 2 streets away. He falls over. You go, bang!
Yeah, my can kill a child sense is tingling. I start speeding around the corner to get him. Like, I saved that boy's life. But yeah, what bugged me, right, is and Linnea, she was in the car next to me. You can ask her for confirmation of this, right? She'll back me. She'll tell me I'm not exaggerating. The mum didn't even care. The mum didn't even glance. She didn't even glance and go, sorry. That would have made my day. Like, no problem.
That's
saved
fine.
your son.
Yeah.
Have
You
a
don't
good
need to
day.
have like oh my God, thank you so much, whatever.
She didn't
Just
even.
An acknowledgement.
Because he basically, even if there wasn't a car there, his bike hit a pole and he sort of went like a half trip into the road.
Yeah.
And she didn't even care, did Mum, about little Timmy?
That's shit.
It is shit, isn't it?
That's insane.
If you're going to save someone's life, you at least want a.
Yeah, it was just, sorry. Even if you're fucking pissed off at your kids being a little cunt that morning. You just go, sorry, or whatever. Then you like yank him back onto the road and throw his bike in the skip or
exactly,
whatever.
or at my car, and I'm okay with that because at least there's some form of interaction.
Just interact with me, please, woman.
Please, woman.
I don't know. Yeah, I that is outrageous that she didn't even give you the time of day, quite frankly.
Nothing.
To be like, sorry, or thank you.
And straight away after, they did cross a zebra crossing, and I stopped, as is the law.
As is the law.
But you still give a little cheers.
I find that really annoying because if I cross the road, so if I'm running and there's a car approaching, I don't want to stop because I've got my pace going, whatever. Even if I know that technically if I was walking, I would stop here, I'll put my hand out really early and say give like a thumbs up of like, sorry, I know I'm being annoying, but thank you, really appreciate it, right? Yeah. And they normally then give like a little hand up because they're like, fair play. You're just like, if there was a bike going across too, I'd be like, I'd let them go if I was driving or a runner because I'm like, well, you've got more momentum that's harder to gather
and you can't
compared to me
tell,
because I'm driving.
You can't tell if people are about to walk and go "Roop," and then cross because people sort of turn their brains off around zebra crossings because they think they can cross, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And also, and I'll always thank a car if I'm crossing the road in any scenario because it's like, cheers, thank you. Across the zebra crossing, put my hand up, whatever, right?
Yep.
And both sides as well, I will say. If there's cars stop both sides, I'll give it a little bam bam.
Oh, you can do the bam bam.
Bam. I'll give him a little bam bam. I hit him with a 1-2.
Do you remember the Gaviscon advert with the woman who was traffic conductor? That was her job.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh man, my balls at the start, and she couldn't.
I'm gonna shit myself.
She couldn't lift her hand up and sort of stop the traffic. And then she necked some Gaviscon, a pint of which I imagine next a pint of that.
Pint of Gavi.
And then
Gavi
next
and
thing you
Stacey.
know, next thing Gavi and Stacey, because full cycle, as we always
play
tend to do
Subbuteo.
on these podcasts. Next thing you know, she's the music is going, what a feeling, and she's like dancing around as the traffic. You know, I mean, you know the sort of it's a very American thing, but there's
It's
the
like
actual...
very dark and like kind of like grayscale or whatever, and she's about to shit herself in the middle of the road,
Yeah,
and then it goes really colourful and oversaturated.
What
It's
a
lovely.
feeling, and she's sort of dancing and controlling the traffic. So that was
American.
you're a bit like that with your double pow pow.
Honestly, I am. But the same as also if people are like, if they're driving and then, because sometimes you can't see and you'll sort of like go round a car when really you should have stopped as someone's approaching, but it's like, oh, sorry, my bad. Always put your hand up. In any situation where you're a driver, I'm saying this to you, the public, in any situation where you're a driver and you feel as if someone has stopped or slowed down for you, fucking put your hand up and say thank you.
Little one.
The amount of people that just do not say thank you nowadays, even if you think, a little bit of a loose one, I'll still throw a thank you up because it doesn't impact fucking anyone. It's still a nice thing to do.
My only thought was, did she want the child to die? Is she annoyed at me because I didn't crush his little skull?
Oh, you think she pushed him?
Either that, or he fell and she was, for that sweet fleeting moment.
She had freedom.
freedom. She thought it's over. You know, maybe we need to talk about Kevin's situation brewing, and she didn't push him, but she didn't catch him.
Yes, exactly. Or he landed on the curb and she just like shoved him into the road.
A gentle shove, not a push, a touch, a glance, a glancing blow.
A helping hand.
She helped him into the road.
Helped him into the road.
And then there's me, slammed on the brakes.
Model citizen.
No problem, love.
You're welcome. Yeah,
She's thinking,
fucking
ginger
run.
I am going to
Run,
be
horrible little
in my
boy.
sleep. I'm so angry.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to a loose episode of Officially.
Unofficially,
the best podcast on the internet. If you want to follow us on the social media things, they're going to be in the description. We're like OU_pod or Officially Unofficially on stuff. On the things, on your Spotify, on your Apple Podcasts, on your Twitters, on your TikTok.
Do we have t-shirts
and
yet
such.
that they can buy?
We've done 2 episodes.
So yes.
So we have a full merch shop available. We do not have any merch. If we tell you what we did reach, I think we had like 50 odd downloads.
Do we? What, for audio?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I don't really, because the audio for me is the audio lot are so removed. I don't really say or do much. They're just sort of there.
They're lurkers. Yeah, they're the audio lurkers.
So there, thank you, audio lurkers. And also, genuinely as well, I realise we need to fuck off, but if you've enjoyed this, post a comment. I love seeing people's comments. Give us stuff to talk about. A good enough comment, we'll discuss it, I'm sure, at some point if something funny comes up. True. Or we won't, but you've just given us a good comment. So yeah, just write fucking anything, man.
Exactly. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Have a lovely afternoon. Have a lovely evening. See you.